52 minutes after the hour. Welcome back, everyone. Well, our next guest spent years on the road as a trucker before teaching himself to pick stocks. Now he runs a hedge fund which had a 53% return in 1998. It is Tech Tuesday on our Stock Pickers Club, and we've got a good one today. Patrick O'Neill is the manager of the Loring Hedge Fund, which was up some 53% in 1998. He also operates a website called stockbook.com. Patrick, good morning to you. Now, first of all, usually I understand your fund, you have about $2 million under management. How's it doing this year?
Well, actually, we're on track, pretty much about the same pace that we were setting last year. You know, hedge fund managers are not supposed to promote their funds in public. We get in big trouble with the feds. So let me just defer that to say we're on track with last year's performance.
Okay, now $2 million, usually we're talking to people who have maybe $1 billion or so, but we decided to make an exception today just because of your story behind how you got started. And a lot of people are out there watching going, hey, if he can drive trucks and then be a hedge fund manager, so can I. But what was the going like?
Well, thank you. You know, when you start a hedge fund with no money and no reputation, it takes a while to get things going. So it's been a lot of just day-to-day work trying to find good stocks, make very selective investments, and then buy the stocks, hang on to them for a while, take some profits, and start over again.
How long have you been doing it?
This will be the fourth year.
Fourth year, okay. And sounds like you're doing very, very well. 72% in 97, 53% in 98. What do you look for in a tech stock?
Well, in tech stocks, basically what I'm looking for is something that's different, something that's unique. Either a company run by a superstar. I also watch the mutual funds to see which stocks they're buying, or maybe a stock that's really revolutionary to the industry.
All right, let's get into our first stock, because this one to me sounds revolutionary. It's called NetBank. Why do you like that? It's a stock a company that electronic banking over the internet, all electronic.
Exactly, and actually NetBank was one of the first all-electronic banks. And I got interested in the stock a couple of years ago, right after they went public, when I read that a banking transaction over the internet cost 1 cent, and a banking transaction in person with a teller was $1. So that meant that the difference, that 99-cent spread that was left over, was something that NetBank would be able to use to do a couple of things. One, they could pay higher interest rates to their depositors. And the other thing, they could charge a little bit less interest on the loans that they were making.
Obviously, a lot of people like NetBank, up about 10% yesterday, 5 3/8 to 53.5. Now, your next stock is Level 3 Communications. We got a minute and a half to go through 3 more stocks.
Okay,
so
Level 3 Communication is run by a superstar, a fellow named James Crow out of Omaha, Nebraska. He started a telecommunications company 10 years ago in Omaha, sold it to WorldCom in 1996 for $14 billion, and then started Level 3 Communication. They're laying fiber optic cable all over the world, and I'm in the stock because of him. All right.
You like those superstars. What about Digital River, which had a great day yesterday, up about 20% to 38?
Right. Digital River is actually, it's a Minnesota company, and they're in the business. They're kind of a storefront for selling software over the internet. So software developers will send all their software to Digital River, who in turn will be the rep selling the product to people out on the internet. They collect the money, turn around and give a percentage back to the developer.
And the final stock that you like is SM&A. It's WINS on the market, formerly known as Steve Myers and Associates. These are professional bidders?
They're professional bidders. This is really a unique story, and I think it's going to be a trend of big things to come. Professional bidders, these are hired guns who go in the back room with a bunch of world-class professionals, and they come up with bids in behalf of contractors or engineers, and they take those bids and present them on very big jobs, such as a Hoover Dam type project. So, and actually their stock symbol, WINS, wins, typifies the fact that they've won 90% of the bids that they've done in behalf of engineers.
Okay.
They wins the bids.
Really interesting tech stocks. And Patrick, great to talk to you this morning.
Great.
Patrick O'Neill, manager of the Loring Hedge Fund. His website, www.stockbook.com. Check it out.
Mark Haynes is getting